Hi! Welcome back to my channel. This is Alex Balingit, founder and creator of Trading Circle. And sa video na to, pag-uusapan naman natin ang the question, how much should you risk for each trade? Lagi na lang tinatanong sa akin to. Actually, nagagawin ko naman na to ng content sa TikTok, pero this time, gagawin natin siyang mas elaborated. So, sagutin natin. Alright. Straightforward answer, only 2 to 3%. More than your profits, you should also know or think about how much you can lose in a single trade. You know what? Kapag nagtitrade tayo, alamin natin kung yung isang specific trade na to, single trade na to, how much will this cost if I hit that buy or sell enter, or how much or how greatly will this affect my total capital. For example, yung trade number 1 na to. Kapag natalo ba to, magkano yung mababawas sa total capital ko? For example, you have a $200 capital. You have to know the 2 to 3% of $200. So what's 2% of $200? So that's $4. So you have to risk only $4 with that single specific trade. So risking only 2 to 3% ensures that you can survive periods of losing streaks. Kasi, kung halimbawa, 2 to 3% lang naman yung nire-risk mo, meron kang $200 or $100 na capital, that is, I am quite sure, na hindi naman agad mauubos yun. Kasi, kung 2 to 3% lang, halimbawa, sabihin natin, $100 yung capital mo, you have to successively lose 50 times in a row. And I think that is impossible na mangyari na puro talo, 50 sunod-sunod. Hindi mangyayari yun. So, kung 2 to 3% lang, control yung risk mo, that's impossible. Kasi more than earning from forex market, it's the protection of capital that we should also prioritize. Kailangan alagaan natin capital natin kasi once we lost our capital because of losing streaks, wala na, hindi na tayo makakabawi, di ba? Kagaya nga ng sabi ko, it also prolongs your stay in the trading game because meron kang sustainable na capital. So, eto na nga, capital protection is more important than capital gain. Why? The best defense is a good offense. Parang kapag driver ka, di ba? You have to be defensive driver. Ikaw na lang yung umiwas. Hindi, wag kang makipagkarera, wag kang makipag-unahan. Di ba? Ang good strategy that you have to do is take it slowly. Protect yourself. Di ba? So, that's your life. Kung sa driving, that's your life. So, you have to be defensive. Protect yourself. So, parang ganun din dito. Protect your capital. Kasi that capital is what makes you continue in the trading game. Okay? Doon ka kukuha ng gain eh. Doon ka kukuha ng profit eh. Paano kung wala ka ng capital? O, edi, what's the sense of doing forex? Diba? Your capital is what allows you to participate in trading. So, kung wala ka ng capital, ano pa iti-trade mo? By prolonging your stay in the trading game, you will actually have the chance to learn the markets better. So, for example, sabihin natin yung $200 na capital mo, hindi pa siya nag-earn ng profit. Medyo bumababa siya hanggang sa dumating ka na sa point na $150 na lang siya, naging 120, naging 90. At least, habang nauubos mo yung capital mo na yon, make sure ang balik mo na lang sa sarili mo, every loss that you get, may learning kang nakukuha. Okay? Kasi that's the chance for you to learn the market better. And as you become more knowledgeable with the markets, the profits will follow suit. Kasi kung master mo na, yung mastery level iba-iba tayo ng definition ng mastery level. Pag sinabing mastery level, it doesn't guarantee you na you always win all the time. It doesn't mean, yung mastery level kasi, it's how you see yourself na, okay, I'm comfortable with risking this much, I'm comfortable, you know, I have enough discipline, kaya ko nang kontrolin yung emotion ko, I stick with my trading rules, trading plan. So, maybe, you can consider yourself, you're at the mastery stage. Kahit na nag-o-occur or nag-degenerate ka pa rin ng losses kasi that's very normal. For example, make yourself valuable. Familiar kayo sa mga vloggers. Yung mga vloggers ngayon kumikita sila because businesses stop them. Kasi meron silang enough na talent para magpatawa, mag-endorse. So, they worked on their value and then after that, tinan mo, businesses na ang humahabol sa kanila na let's have partnership, let's have collaboration, you endorse us, then we pay you enough money. So, ganun lang yan, di ba? Make yourself knowledgeable enough kasi everything will follow smoothly after that, especially the money. And then, advantages of risking little. Talagang maganda ang advantage nito pag maliit lang yung risk mo. Low risk. Why? It allows you to be unemotional despite losing. Sige, mag-all-in ka, i-risk mo yung nagpasok ka ng $1,000 capital, i-all-in mo yun, tignan mo. Habang gumagalaw yung trade mo na yun, baka kinakabahan ka, okay? So, kapag maliit lang kasi, okay lang yan. Kahit anong mangyari, that's fine. I can sleep peaceful at night. So, it also builds your patience and discipline. Kasi, trading is 80% waiting, 20% entering. That's trading, di ba? Patience kasi kailangan mong i-build dito. Not all the time pag-analyze mo ng market, you're going to get a good spot, a sweet spot entry. So, most of the time, hindi mo mahahanap yung ganon. So, patience and discipline. Alam mo yun, kumbaga sa ladder, we're building it little by little. You don't have to jump ng napakalaki, di ba? Lalo kang mahihirapan. So, it prevents you from building the gambler's mentality. Ano ba yung mga gambler's mentality? Kasi, once they invested something, for example, nagsugal, nagsabong, so, ano ba mentality nun? Madoble yung capital. They play the casino. So, madoble yung capital. Yun yung mentality nila. So, if you're risking little, you don't have that mindset na kailangan madoble ko to after this specific trade. So, not that, di ba? It allows you to stay long enough in the game, di ba? So, ito po yung maximum risk allowed per capital. Ito para hindi na kayo mahirapan mag-compute kasi eto, pwede nyo lang gamitin to as your basis kung ano yung magiging lot size nyo and ano yung magiging maximum risk nung lot size na to for kung ano yung kakayanan yung capital. For example, ito, $50 capital, you have a maximum risk of $1.50. Yan lang dapat ang maximum risk mo sa $50 capital. So, ang lot size mo niyan, 0.01 lang. Same thing with $100 capital. And pag $200 naman na, ang lot size mo na yan, 0.01 to 0.02. So, $6 pwede na yun. Mag-maximum ka na ng risk per trade na ganyan. Hanggang sa makarating ka sa $1,000, pwede ka na siguro per trade mag-risk ng $30. So, that's roughly around 2 to 3% pa rin with a 0.05 to 0.1 na lot size. So, screenshot nyo na lang to for your future reference. Ikaw, I'm going to ask you, how much do you risk for each trade? Are you risking too much? So sana hindi na this time, kasi nakita mo na yung mga disadvantages if you're risking too much, at nakita mo na yung advantages if you're risking little. So, we risk little lang po. So, comment down below kung meron kang tanong, may gusto kang ibahagi tungkol sa topic na to. Kapag naman nagustuhan mo, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and see you sa next na video ko. Hi! Thank you for watching this video. At kung nagustuhan mo yung video na to, just click like, subscribe, and mag-comment ka na rin. At kung gusto mo pa ng mas maraming content about forex trading dahil ito yung interest mo, well, I created a lot of videos. Nandyan lang sa side yung playlist at mga recently created videos ko. So, click mo lang yan at panoorin mo. See you there!